What's up, y'all? In this video, I'm going to share exactly what I would do if I had no idea how to sell or market anything online. In case we haven't met, in case you're new here, my name is Jason Littrell, and today's day 30-something of my daily thing about how I help hospitality and brand marketers sell and scale using AI and automation. Okay, so the very first thing I would do is if I had something that I was selling, is I would create a giveaway. Yes, that's right. I would say I'm giving stuff away. In exchange, the possibility of earning and of winning something from me is only going to cost you your name, phone number, and email address. So I'm going to develop a contact list very, very, very quickly. The fastest way to do this is to have a prize that is actually worth something that people want to talk about. But this is when AI and automation and a little bit of sorcery that I put together comes into play, because what I do is I made an automation that reads for keywords on comments, right? So let's say that your call to action on your Instagram post, let's say you have 100 followers on Instagram, which means that 5 people are going to see it, right? So how do you trick Instagram into telling them that it's an important and interesting post? Is you say, comment this if you want this, right? So comment the word giveaway if you want to enter to win our giveaway, right? So the giveaway could be like a meal, could be a whole evening, could be a trip, could be anything. Just make sure it's of a certain value. Make sure that it's something that people want. What do people always want? Cash, right? So make sure it's something of value. And so what we do is we set up an automation that reads the comments, and it says, okay, if the user commented this word, then we're going to automatically DM them a question, right? We're going to automatically DM them back and saying, hey, what's your, are you at least 21 years old? Like, let's qualify them a little bit. Are you at least 21 years old, especially if you're a liquor brand? And then after that, you ask, okay, great. What's your first name? And then we update the CRM contact with their first name. And we say, great. So we're going to email you the instructions on how to enter to win. What's your email address? So you have your name and email address, right? And then so you email them the thing that they asked for. This is, again, an automation. This requires zero participation. And then they click the link just to make sure that the email is good. What this does also is it warms up your email domains. So that means that people are actively engaging and waiting for your emails, and they click on them, which tells the spam filters that it's not spam. So that's another little hack right there. And then once we verify that the email address exists, then we send them another email with the payload, like with the information on how to enter the win, which could be a link. It could be a link to a page that has an embed in it, whatever it is. And then the giveaway software takes care of the rest. And so what we do is this creates a flywheel, because we get the name, phone number, and email address once they enter into the giveaway, but we also nudge them to multiple times to have more chances to win if they do other things like follow or like or subscribe or listen to or watch something. And that's how you get people that's how you like really build a database or share something. And so what happens is Instagram sees all this activity on your site, and they're like, oh wow, this is really interesting, because you know what Facebook wants? They want people to be on the platform for longer. And so they love it. They love it when content is being engaged with, because that means that there's more opportunities to serve ads to people, which means that they make more money. So they love content with engagement. So give people a reason to engage. And so when you comment, so I was explaining this the other day. So the way that this works, the way that engagement works on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of them, is that like if you create a piece of content, it'll send it out to a small number of people. And if that small sample size of people is interested in the content, and how do you tell if they're interested? By engagement, by commenting, liking, subscribing, that kind of stuff. And so if a small number of people like that, then they will start to push that out and with organic traffic. So they say that organic is dead, and that's mostly true, but it's just because there's nobody engaging with your stuff. And so they think that the content is not interesting, and so they just file it away with the 99% of other noise out there. So this creates a flywheel. So you get this thing where you like put a post that says do this, people do it, then they get the thing that they wanted to do, that they did the thing for, and then they get the opportunity to win. Now people say that money won is more valuable than money earned, and so people, like, there's a psychological thing there where people will enter to win, and they'll do stuff because they like to win. And so if you make the price valuable enough, then a lot of people will enter, and then so and then you give the thing away. And then you have this massive database. Now, another part of this that people really sleep on is that you can partner up with brands to do stuff like this. So if you're a bar or restaurant, it depends on the laws and stuff in your state. But you can partner up with bars and restaurants. You can partner up with brands to include like branded swag, or you can make a deal so there's a cash in there, so that they put up the cash value of the prize. And then there's other things that you can do where like, you know, people wear the swag on the thing that they give, and then you get pictures from that. And then you can also share the database. You can also have them follow your sponsor brands. So you're effectively becoming an agency with this giveaway system. And I've automated the shit out of this whole thing, by the way. So it's like, once we set it up, it just goes, and it creates this flywheel that yields more and more contacts. And if you have a lot of followers already, then it turns those followers into email subscribers, into an email list, and people that you can nurture over time to do things that you want them to do, like buy your stuff, for instance. So the other side of this is that there's a bunch of compliance and stuff like that. Like, so just like, I'm not a lawyer and this isn't advice or anything like that. But good news is that if you're doing cash prizes under $600, it is my understanding that you do not have to report that to IRS. Above that, then you do have to issue the winner a 1099. Now, also in the state of New York, at least, any prize value that includes cash and swag and anything that is included in the prize, if that is beyond $5,000, I believe that would be considered an illegal lottery. But anyways, below $5,000, above $600, I believe that you have to issue a 1099. But it depends on your state, and I'm not your lawyer anyway, so why would you listen to me? This is like the definition of a win-win-win-win-win-win-win. Everybody wins. The consumer wins because they get more of what they want, and they get the chance to win something that they want. The brand wins because they get to adopt your audience and co-brand with you and align with you, and maybe even get a drink placement out of it. The account wins, the restaurant wins, because they get to build their database, and they get to build people that can market to. And they also get the content that they can use to put on their social media to promote the next giveaway, because all you have to do is just rinse and repeat. And so as this grows, like, and this is like cold fusion in marketing. It just gets better, and like the outputs far exceed the inputs, and eventually you just don't need to have any inputs anymore. So this is like my favorite thing. We're trying it with Sire Spirits right now. We're gonna put on into a small hospitality group in Milwaukee, and then maybe we'll put this into our group in Toronto. But it's just like a no-brainer. It just totally makes sense, because the more contacts you have, and if you're keeping track, which you should be, there should be a specific value for contacts, like as in the lifetime value of a customer, and then a certain percentage of your customers will do stuff when you ask them to do it, which means that you know what the LTV of that email list is. And so you just want to grow the size of your email list, and that's the whole game. So that's the game that we're playing. It's like Moneyball for brands. So if you want to implement some of this stuff for your brands, be sure to give me a shout below. Talk soon. Bye.